What are you doing?
That's exactly how I feel. The ant tried again. It climbed over a little leaf. Then the bread slipped away.
Maybe I'm just not good enough.
Daniel had always dreamed of becoming successful. But nothing seemed to work. He had failed an important exam, lost his part-time job, and recently argued with his best friend. He picked up a small stone and threw it into the grass. Then something tiny caught his attention. An ant.
What are you
Tiny
doing?
ant carrying a piece of food much larger than itself. The ant was trying to carry a small piece of bread toward a hole in the ground. It was far too heavy. The ant pulled. It slipped. It fell. Daniel smiled sadly. Daniel.
That's exactly how I feel.
The ant tried again. It climbed over a little leaf. Then the bread slipped away. The ant grabbed the bread and pulled with all its strength. But it couldn't move it. Finally, it walked away. Daniel laughed quietly. Daniel.
Well, I guess even you know when to give up.
But Daniel was wrong. The ant wasn't giving up. It was looking for another way. The ant walks around the bread, examines the ground, then begins pulling from another direction. The ant returned. This time, it pulled from the side. The bread moved slightly. Daniel leaned forward. Daniel. Oh. The ant kept pulling. Slowly. Very slowly. One tiny movement at a time. Daniel watches silently as the ant continues working. Daniel thought about his own problems. He had failed once and immediately decided that he was a failure. He had made one mistake and believed his whole future was ruined. But the ant had failed too. The difference was simple. Daniel.
Maybe I shouldn't quit either. Maybe I shouldn't quit either. One small step is still a step.
It just tried another way. A small breeze moves the grass. The bread slips down a tiny slope. The ant loses its grip. The bread rolls away. Daniel expected the ant to leave. But it didn't. It climbed down the slope. It found the bread again. And started pulling. Daniel became completely silent. That afternoon, Daniel went home. He opened his old notebook. On the first page, he wrote, "Try again, but try differently." Then he began studying for his exam again. Daniel walks into the same garden months later.
You again?
He looks happier and more confident. He sits beneath the same tree. This time, he is holding an envelope. He opens it. His exam results are inside. He passed. Daniel never became successful because life suddenly became easy. He became stronger because he learned how to continue when life became difficult. That tiny ant taught him something no book, teacher, or speech had ever taught him. Success isn't always about taking giant steps. Sometimes, it's about taking one tiny step after another. Even when nobody notices. Even when you fail. Even when the road seems too difficult. The next time you feel like giving up, remember Daniel. And remember the tiny ant. You don't have to solve your whole life today. You don't have to be perfect. You only need to ask yourself one question. What is the next small step I can take? Because sometimes, The smallest creature can teach us the biggest lesson. Small steps can change your life. Never underestimate the power of trying again.